Hello, my beautiful friends. I'm Shannon. This is Lifestyle Manifesting, and I'm talking all about manifesting in every area of your life. I wanted to start today talking about self-concept. In my monthly membership group, my VIP group, I did a workshop, 30 days to creating your ideal self. So if you're interested in knowing and being that ideal version right now, I do have that available. So what that's all about is who are you? Okay, because when you want to manifest something, you want to be the version of that person with that desire. So if you're manifesting a relationship, you want to be the person, have the thoughts of the person in the relationship. What's the ideal version of you? The ideal version of you, it looks like something like this. You're confident, you're self-assured, you know what you're doing, you feel safe, you feel secure, because you're creating a reality where you know your specific person is loyal to you, faithful to you, treats you like a priority. So you got to see yourself in that light, see yourself as that version who's the priority, who your partner is faithful and loyal to and loves you unconditionally love, if you want them totally obsessed with you, however that looks. Okay, so now you're thinking from that version of you. What does that look like? Because right now, if you're trying to manifest someone into your life and you're feeling like they're separate from you, or you're feeling like they're not interested in you, or you're feeling sad or anxious, upset, that's not the version of you in the relationship. Okay, you got to shift from that old version to the new version, to the version, your ideal self in the relationship. Okay, same thing with money, career, anything. Be that version of you that already has the desire. Okay, so we focus on the desire, but don't feel attached to the desire. You're just putting your attention. It's kind of like just a soft attention on that desire. It's like guiding, right? You're guiding your life. You're putting your thoughts toward the direction of the reality that you desire. You're not overly obsessing about it. You're just putting a soft direction. Okay, it's a soft attention. Whatever you're consciously aware of, your attention and your conscious awareness is what creates your reality. I do that every time. That's what's creating your reality. It creates your reality with your just being aware that it exists. That putting your conscious awareness on it is what's creating it. Okay, and it's a soft attention, because we're not doing all of these techniques to make it happen. That's effort, and that is someone who doesn't feel like they have it, and they're trying to grasp at it, and they're trying to make it happen. If you're trying to do that, that's not aligning with the version of you who's your God of your reality, the creator of your reality, who already has it. Okay, so step into that place where you have your desire. So I was saying, in my VIP group, I have created a workshop. It's 30 days to manifesting and creating your ideal self. Your ideal self, who you are. So it's thinking about that and going through some exercises, thinking about who you are. What does the dynamic of the relationship look like? What does the specific person in your life look like? In regard to money, who are you in regards to money and wealth and riches? Who are you in regard to your career, in regard to your family and friends? Okay, remember, everyone's yourself pushed out. What does that mean? It's oneness. Everyone is one and connected with you in your reality, and they're only reflecting your own beliefs. Okay, everyone in your reality is reflecting your beliefs about who you are and who they are and how the world works. Not just beliefs, but it's the sum total of how you believe reality to work, right? Your beliefs, assumptions, experiences, feelings. Start to put you're putting your attention on your desire, but you're not grasping and holding it tight. It's yours already. If something's already yours, you're not holding it so desperately, but it's yours, right? That's where you're at. That's where you want to be. So be that now, claim that now, claim that version of you now. So start thinking, this is also you detaching from the lower self, right? Your physical 3D physical personality, and connecting more with that infinite intelligence, your higher self. Okay, connect with your higher self. Connect with the source, with the God presence or universe within you that knows, right? That's your imagination, part of one and connected with you. Connect with that version of you. So that version of you looks like this. You have a broad idea of how reality works. You're not thinking reality is linear anymore. You know that all creation exists. You know that every desire is existing right now. You know the past, present, and future are only right here, right now. Or not only, but it's here right now. So it's your imagination that's creating. Your imagination's creating your past and your future right now in this moment by whatever your thoughts, beliefs, assumptions, okay? So step into that version of you who knows you're the creator. Well, let me see. I'm going to go ahead and answer some questions. How's everyone doing today? Okay, some days doubt that this works. Doubting that this works is creeping in. Is that going to mess anything up? No. Here's the thing. When you doubt, don't get all worked up. Oh my God, I'm doubting it. It's just like, okay, I doubted it. So what? I'm allowed to doubt it, right? You don't have to believe 100%. It's just you're shifting more into the belief of possibility, right? All possibilities exist. So it doesn't mess anything up. And by the way, you just telling yourself is going to help just release and make you feel better, right? That's okay. I'm allowed to doubt it. So you don't want to beat yourself up, but you want to just allow. Okay, and allowing or going with the path of least resistance, that is you saying, hey, it's okay, I'm allowed to doubt. It's okay, I'm allowed to feel like I messed up. You can't really mess up, but you could call it that if you want. You didn't mess up. It's a learning experience, right? It's part of the process. It's okay if that's part of the process. So you didn't mess anything up. People always talking about the opposite happening when you start manifesting. It does not always happen. Okay, so it can happen. Remember, your reality is reflected to you based on your own beliefs and assumptions and things that you might have heard. You could create a reality where you say it's always moving in the direction, or you always have your desire, right? The opposite doesn't have to happen. But let's say the opposite thing happens, because we've got the whole world, and if you're kind of new at this, opposite happens, that's okay. Just say, okay, that's just part of this process. It's okay that the opposite is happening. If the opposite is happening, it could mean you're focusing too much on the lack and not having it. So all you want to do is start to shift your focus and attention on the reality that you want. Okay, you're putting a kind of like a guiding, that you're guiding yourself towards that reality you want just by focusing on it. Okay, not obsessing about it, not attaching yourself to it, but just softly looking in the direction you want. Quick question. He left me today. I feel heartbroken, but I want to manifest him back. Okay, here's the thing. Do you know that you created that? Okay, I'm not laughing at it. I'm laughing because sometimes we have to be reminded. You actually created that he left. You created it. Okay, unconsciously. You didn't create that deliberately. You unconsciously create it because it's from you. Your reality, I know 100%, it's from you. It's law. It has to be. He's responding to thoughts and beliefs that you hold, or feelings and assumptions. So can you connect the dots and see that was coming from you? Because the power that you have is knowing that you are the creator. So if you created something unwanted that you didn't like, it's really not a big deal, because all you have to do is right now start creating what you do want. So how do you manifest him back? Well, step away from the heartbroken version of you, because you can't be heartbroken. You don't want to be heartbroken. Do you want to be like that? Doesn't feel good. Okay, so you start to get hope. Okay, that hope feels better. Hope. So say, oh, this is possible. This can work. Right? I don't know where you're at in your journey, but if you want to start kind of just gradual, it's like hope is better than feeling heartbroken. Okay, life's supposed to be good, and you kind of lean into hope and say. And then you say to yourself, like, see yourself with your specific person, with your, your partner. Imagine that they're thinking whatever you think they're thinking. So what do you want him to think about? Start imagining he's thinking, you know what? You're the love of my life. I don't know what I did. I want to be like, you want to imagine that's what he's thinking about you, that he wants you back, and he's realizing that. Okay. So you have to be affirming that story with your mental diet in your mind. Be that version of you who stands in your knowing, right? That you are the creator of your reality. You are. So if you created him to leave, you can create him to come back. But you want to also be in that feeling space of the wish fulfilled, and that is not heartbroken. Okay, that is you creating being back together. And what would you feel like? How does that feel, and how does that look? Okay, be that version of you. If you want, join I have a free Facebook group. The link's in my bio. Or if you want to level up a little, I have a monthly coaching group. It's $35 a month. You can join free for 3 days. I have so many video workshops saved in that group. You can watch all the archive videos. I go live. Join my group. And the thing is, you got to get on target with your mental diet, right? With your thoughts and your beliefs about yourself. Not identifying with the version of you who's brokenhearted, but identify you with the version of you who's in love and has your desire and in the relationship. That's where you need to shift to, because your world's going to match that and show that back to you. Okay, I manifested getting a car offer. I got it, but it was not my type. How do I change that? Well, here's the thing. No facts are final. But see, here's the thing. You go, oh, I got the car, but it's not my type. Okay, so now you're focusing on, it's not my type. How do you change it? You persist. No facts are final in your reality. Persist in that offer that you want. Was it the car type, or you mean the offer type? Whatever it was, imagine you have the car right now. You can go back and revise that moment. Revision is powerful. So go back, because remember, the past doesn't create the future. The past, you create. You are the creator. So you could recreate the past. Okay, recreate the past by painting the picture and telling yourself, creating a new story. I got the offer I wanted. That's the offer I wanted. I got it. Okay, so that's what you do, and you persist in that. Well, you stay loyal to that story. And then you just let go. You tell that story and then you let go. Let go meaning don't worry, don't doubt, don't keep, you don't have to even tell the story over and over. You don't have to affirm it over and over. You just let that story go, and it's already planted. And that must advance to the present moment. Hey Shannon, my boyfriend is ignoring me. How can I change his behavior and make him the man he was before? Okay, remember, you're not changing his behavior. You're only changing your perception of his behavior, right? So you change the behavior. You change the behavior you're experiencing by going within your imagination. Here's the thing. Boyfriend ignoring you. What happened? Well, all of a sudden, it feels like you're being ignored, or like maybe something was more important, right? And then you were like, oh, I kind of feel ignored. And that feeling, right? That feeling, when you pay attention to it, or you give importance to it, or you notice it, and you're focused on it, that keeps manifesting. So then that will manifest more feeling ignored, right? So how do you change, the experience? You start to persist in the affirmations, or how does it look if you're the priority? Okay, you start to you imagine yourself as a priority. You're a priority. I don't care if work needs him now. He's like, no, my babe at home is my priority. Okay, somehow he'll figure out to get both done and make sure you feel a priority. That's the kind of version of him you want. My YouTube channel has a playlist with SP affirmations, self-concept affirmations. So go to my self-concept affirmations. I am the prize. You want to see yourself as a prize, chosen, priority. You're, first, premium, best. Okay. So you see yourself treated that way, you are that person, and then in relationship to your specific person, imagine that's how he's treating you, right? There was a comment about that. This is a good comment. You're not feeling good enough. So Laura, like, if we're not feeling good enough, we're not feeling chosen, we're not feeling a priority. So that video is going to help you. It's within that video, it's like you're feeling value. Also, my hot girl walking meditation is powerful. And that's not gender specific, even though the title is. It's you embodying, like, feeling I am valuable. You want to be a person who feels valued and confident and self-assured. And just knowing that you're like the amazing person. So that meditation is really powerful as well. I love that one. I'll just listen when I'm walking my dog. I'm always dreaming of my past specific person or people I don't know. Do dreams have anything to do with reality or new people I manifest? So your whole reality is your perception, right? And when it comes to dreams, I like to just give it good meaning. Because anything that's out in the physical world may tell us the meaning of it, but it's never really true. What's only true is what you believe about it. So give it good meaning no matter what. You give it good meaning. You decide what it means to you. He did say, I'm too good for him. Which is confusing. Okay, so maybe maybe he kind of ignored you and go, in your mind, you're like thinking to yourself, I'm too good for this. How could he treat me this way? I'm too good for this. Well, that holds it in place. That holds reality in place. Because whatever you're aware of, whatever you're talking about, whatever story you're telling, that's why your reality is what it is. Okay, so that's why you could I feel good about myself. I feel valued. Why doesn't he see my value? Well, that would be creating, he doesn't see my value, or he thinks I'm too good for me, kind of thing, right? So you have to look at what you're, like, even in your question, if any of you have questions, right, that you're writing here, but later, let's say you're home alone and you're like, just write your question down. Why am I not, or why is he ignoring me? How do I create him to give me more attention? Right there, you just look at your question and say, you want to look at it and make it what you want it to be, okay? Just decide what you want, not what you don't want. Because if you keep focusing on the story that you're telling that you don't want, that becomes your reality. It's just literal. It's literally like your thoughts becomes physical manifestation. A thought becomes a physical manifestation. You are the cause and the world is the effect. So all you have to do is start saying, even though you don't see it in the world, right? Because you're the cause, so you're not going to see it in the world yet. The cause has to happen within your inner world first. Make the cause, I'm a priority. He's always there for me. Okay, you don't want to create, he's ignoring me, you do the opposite, right? I'm a priority. I'm really important to him. He's always checking in on me. Okay. So again, it doesn't always have to identify specifically with not feeling, valued or good enough, but it has to do with how we perceive other people. Our perception, right? All this world is a perception. All the world's like, it's your perception. When you change your perception of someone, or your conception, right? Conception is their image. When you change your conception of them, they reflect the new conception. So change a new conception of him. He's like right hot on your tail, like want to know what you're up to. He's got to like text you all the time. What are you up to? Calling you because he even wants to hear your voice, that kind of thing. But you have to tell that story until it becomes your reality, okay? So you tell that story. You can actually just tell that story once, and then just decide, like, boom, done. Like, that's master manifester. You don't have to affirm 10,000 times a day. You just affirm it once, okay? The reason we're affirming is because we're kind of convincing ourselves of that reality, that reality. And so here's the thing, if you plant the seed, it's done. If you do have a doubt or worry, say, no, it's working. You just have to keep on target towards the goal you want. Okay, so this is like mental exercise. It's mental discipline. Mental discipline. Violet said, "How can I manifest someone?" Well, so if there's no one in your life and you want to have, if you want to be in a relationship, start looking like being that version of you in a relationship. What does that look like? If you're in a relationship, how would you feel? What would you be thinking? So you start to get clear. You could take out a piece of paper, start to get clear on yourself. Who are you, right? What does it look like? You feel loved, you feel chosen, you feel like safe and secure, you feel like secure, you know you can trust them, all of this, right? That's who you are. And the person you want, start getting clear. What does it look like? What character traits do they hold? Yeah, they're compassionate. They're emotionally available, sharing their feelings. They're loyal and kind and loving. So you could make a list of how you want that to look, okay? And then look at your belief system a little bit, because if you think, oh my gosh, it's so hard to find people, it's so hard to date, okay, well, that belief is going to manifest in your world. So you want to create beliefs like, it's easy to meet people. It's really easy. It's actually really easy, okay? It's easy to manifest someone organically. You could affirm, I meet people organically all the time. There are so many great suitors, or whatever you want to say, like partners. There's so many great bachelors, whatever, however it looks to you, right? There's so many great people out there, but you don't want to think, oh, the world, there's no good ones out there. All the good ones are gone. Well, when you have that perception of reality, it's reflecting back at you. So you simply just shift that. That's not true. All the good ones aren't gone. There are billions of people in this world. There are so many good people. And by the way, they're all a reflection of you. So if you think that there's a lot of good people, there will be a lot of good people. Kristen, how do I find balance between conscious creation and just living? Yeah, well, that's a great question, because we don't have to control. We're just more directing. I don't want this to look like we're controlling every aspect of our life. That could be tiring. We don't need to do that. You've already been manifesting everything your whole life, and you didn't have to feel like you were controlling everything, right? And you probably had times of your life where it felt like flowing and really good, and you got a lot of things, it was like lovely and beautiful. So the balance is, well, first, knowing you're the creator. You're the creator. So all you have to do is focus on things you want versus things you don't want. If you start, oh, I hate that, I don't like that, I'm never chosen, I never get a job, well, that's going to reflect your world. So all you have to do is say, you know what, I'm a good person. I always meet other great people. I know I'm valuable, and companies always find me valuable. It's just shifting your thought a little bit. It's just shift your thought to the things you want, to like a desired reality. So that, to me, is one of the simplest ways to do that. You're creating bigger, just become aware. You don't have to observe every single word and thought in your mind, but just become aware when you have a limiting idea, replace it. Just think of yourself as unlimited. That's probably going to surpass everything. Just say, I'm unlimited and I'm getting everything I want. And if you just said those two things, I'm unlimited and I'm getting everything I want. You just say those and walk away, let it go. That will happen because you know what you want. You're the creator, okay? I mean, it's okay to say, I don't want this, I don't want that. But when you're focused so much and dwelling on the feeling of lack, it brings more lack into our life, okay? So you're just shifting into a focus of abundance of everything, abundance of love, abundance of wealth and money, and friendships, and like everything, forgiveness, good fun things, fun experiences, whatever that looks like in your life, right? So we don't have to control. It's thinking broader, like a broader perspective, not like controlling every little detail, but the broader perspective, your love. And that's what you want, a world. You just focus on a world filled with love, filled with amazing fun experiences. Okay, and really it's all about deciding and claiming that it's done. Okay, Okay, Joy, how can I kick my wealth manifestations into fast mode? Just start saying that. Money comes to me really fast. It's really easy. So you want to kind of have that self-talk, right? Your self-talk is your mental diet, what you're saying to yourself. All through the day, you're having inner conversations. So it's kind of catching and making sure that you're saying, wealth, I'm born for like unlimited wealth. And it just kicks into fast mode in my life. It's done right now. See it as already done. VIP group, I did a workshop. I do workshops about 5 days a week on all different topics. Today I talked about revision. So you can, with any topic, you can go into the past, right? Because past doesn't even exist. Only your memory of the past exists, right? Thank you for the gifts and all the hearts. I see them. I'm just talking, so I appreciate the love. So remember, the only thing that exists is this present moment right now. The past is only an image, the same thing as and also your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between when you're imagining and what you're truly experiencing in the present moment. So it's consciousness, imagination. Go into the past and revise it and create. You already have the money, because once you go into the past and create that, it must manifest. It's already done. Our perception and of linear time is that it's already done. Okay, you're not looking at the world as linear time anymore. You're kind of looking in several aspects of it, right? You see linear time existing for the 3D reality. However, you know more than that, and you can transcend and overcome linear time because all of creation exists right now. All right? So go into the past, which could be yesterday, and look at your bank account and see the numbers you want to see and feel excited about it. Well, it's not about feeling excited, but it would feel exciting, right? But you don't have to feel excited about that. It's what you're imaging, okay? What you're aware of. Create that and let it go. Letting it go means you just don't worry about it. You're not doubting it. You're not concerned about it. You're not double checking everything in your world about it, but you just know because it must manifest. Okay? So there's a level of like giving trust and faith. There's a level of trust, a level of trust to knowing all of the unseen reality exist, that trust, okay? So you build your trust by manifesting deliberately every day. Okay, manifesting deliberately every day just means be aware, like, oh, manifested that. Maybe you want to write things down that you want to manifest, like manifest somebody wearing a costume, and then, boom, all of a sudden you walk out the door and there's someone standing there in a costume, okay? So I did that. And then recently I manifested, I was like, I want a cardinal to come right up to me. Well, it didn't come right up to me, but it was like, it just flew down on the ground about 2 feet in front of me. I took a video of it. I'm like, boom, there's my cardinal. So it could be anything. It could be your affirmations, manifest, someone telling you you have a great smile, or someone telling you be specific, right? Be specific so you know that it's your manifestation. That helps build your faith and your belief, because everyone's yourself pushed out, right? Okay, change in time again. Where are we at? I lost my sorry, now I gotta look for it. Oh, here we are. Okay, should you spend a certain amount of time a day to manifest that thing you want? Here's the thing. Every technique that you're doing, so the techniques are like affirming, scripting, imagining, creating imaginal conversations, right? These are all techniques. The reason we're doing a technique is to feel that reality right now, because when you want a desire, the desire is actually already yours, but for some reason we think it's separate, right? Because we lived a life thinking everything's separate. It's not separate from you. So, but because you want that desire, it feels separate and you want it, but to manifest that desire, you want to know and feel that you already have it. You're getting to that space of feeling like you have it already. Okay, so that's the goal and the purpose of these techniques. So when you're asking, is there a certain amount of time during the day? Well, it depends on you. Like a lot of people will do it every morning and every night because, we're in the theta brainwaves, and you're really open. Your subconscious mind is open to receiving those ideas and then out picturing them in the world. So right when you wake up in the morning or right at night is a really great time to do it, because there's a strong belief already that exists. So go with that belief. For me, I sometimes I affirm throughout the day, but I wasn't affirming to make it happen, right? I was affirming because I was like, oh, I like that idea. I like how that sounds. Okay. So whatever feels good to you. There's really not necessarily a right or wrong. You can, a lot of times now, most of the time, I just affirm it once and then I know it's done. That's it. I don't need to do it again. It's done. If I think about it and I doubt it, I'm going, oh no, it's already done, right? I'm going to remind myself it's done. You want him to be, or whoever, SP, to be in love with you, to love you. Keep persisting in that. What does that feel like? What does that look like? Okay. So keep persisting means just stay loyal to that thought. You're loyal to the thought. Okay. You're not doubting it and worrying and getting all anxious about it. But you could just say it's already done. Okay. You love that. You listen to the Seagirl said, I listen to that meditation every day. So is that's probably the I am the prize, or maybe even the hot girl meditation. They're both, in my opinion, both really good. I'm working on getting more meditations, but okay. SP hasn't Kelly girl. SP hasn't contacted me in months. He's always on my mind, even in my dreams. Though even in my dream. Yeah. Okay, well, it's fine if they're on your mind all the time, but you don't want to have them on your mind all the time in a feeling of separation, like they're on your mind, but they're over there, like they're far away or they're not with you. They're on your mind and they just feel like they have a different life. Okay, you don't want to be in that space, but you want to be in the space of they're on your mind because you enjoy thinking about them, right? You enjoy, and by the way, every time you have them on your mind, that person's thinking about you. Okay, so now create, that some action. Imagine some action that they're with you, not just like on your mind off in the distance, but they're with you. They're yours already. They're out having lunch with people at work, talking all about you. Imagine that kind of scene, that they're at work and they bring up my girlfriend or whoever, partner, however that looks, right? Such a great person, and talking all about you. Those are the kind of things you could be imagining. Okay, also imagine, because you said there hasn't been contact in months, you need to start, okay, do you get it that like whatever you're saying is what's happening? So if you're saying to me, SP hasn't contacted me in months, that's an affirmation, okay? Or that's a creation, that's an imaginal act. That's an act, that's a creation. SP hasn't contacted me in months. Okay, so you gotta drop the past and be in the present moment. They are contacting you. Okay, it's a different way of looking at life. It's a different way of looking at reality. You're broadening your perspective. Just keep practicing that. Okay, Laura, he said he didn't want to be with me because I have kids, not because I'm not good enough. Oh, okay, I see. So here's the thing. That's not even true though. It's only true because there was something in you that thought that, oh no, what if he doesn't know? Like there could be a perception in the world about that, like, right? Woman, because I was that person also, like a woman with children, like when I went through a divorce, before I kind of discovered all this. So as you're with someone new or the person you're dating and you're in your own mind, like, what if they don't want kids? There could be a perception. It's only you've accepted some perception about that. So change it. It's easy. Just change it. He loves kids. He loves that you're a mom, loves that. Loves the idea that you are a mom and have children in your life. And that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because he is deeply connected with you, and whatever you bring to the table along with that is okay. So see how you got to look into that, make that picture all align. Tequila girl, how do you explain manifestation to a beginner trying to get my friend to manifest with me? Well, first of all, tequila girl, your friend is everyone, like in your reality, they're a reflection of you. So you could just start imagining, like how I got to the place I'm at. I was like, oh my God, this is incredible, right? Is this not incredible or what? This is so cool, so incredible. The unlimited world that we actually live in, and we felt like it was very limited. So start imagining that you already know how to manifest like powerfully, and your friend is really good at, like, you're both really good at figuring it out. Just you imagining that will create that reality for you. Okay, so you how do you explain it to her? Just say, hey, follow along with me. But in your own mind, start intending, oh, she's, or he, she, we're just going to say she gets this. She's into manifesting. She's finding videos. She's seeing that she's her own creator in her reality, right? So, however, imagine you're writing a story. That's kind of how you want to direct your thoughts. You direct your thoughts just like you're writing a story. What is the story? What does this chapter or the story look like to you? Okay. Oh, you and your friend are like master manifestors. You guys are so good at this. It's like, boom, you just like literally walk into a room and every manifestation is happening. Okay. So see yourself as that version. SP says, she can commit because, or maybe you mean can commit because I'm not, maybe you mean can't commit because I'm not open with conversation. How can I still get the relationship? Yeah. Okay. So that's okay, because you could start creating that you are open. So how do you become that person who's more open with your conversation? You start being that person. You be that person just by assuming it. So say things to yourself like, I'm getting better at being open with my communication. I'm better, right? I'm better at expressing myself. I'm better with my emotions. I'm better about sharing my feelings. Okay. I'm a great communicator. You could even be firm about it, right? Affirm the I am. I'm a great conversationalist. I'm a great communicator. I'm really open, and I'm vulnerable, and I share my feelings. Okay, so picture yourself being that person, okay? And also start imagining that you are together already. You could just have an imaginal let's say one of your imaginal scenes is you are having an imaginal conversation with her, and it's so open and so good. And what does that conversation look like? Okay, practice that, because when you practice it, it will be outpictured in your world and it will happen. So imagine what you're saying and what she's saying back, okay? That's going to manifest. I've been dealing with the back and forth of a third party for years, and I still don't know what to do. Okay, well, you can't give any importance to the third party. You're giving too much importance to the third party. The third party is there because of you. The third party is there because something within you, whether you're not feeling chosen or you feel like someone's better than you, I don't know, like you can kind of dig in a little bit. You don't have to spend a lot of time. All you need to do is be the version of you with your desire, and stop putting focus and attention outside of yourself on something you don't want. If you put all the attention on yourself, put all the attention on yourself, and start seeing a reality where it's solid and secure, right? It's not back and forth. So think of like whatever's the opposite of back and forth. You don't want it back and forth. You don't want hot and cold. You want stability. So start thinking about your reality. Your reality is stable and firm, and it's all good, and not even all good. It's getting better and better and more amazing. And look at your world. So Remember how powerful it is when you know that you're the main character. That's powerful. You are the main character. So treat yourself like the main character and look through your own eyes of what you want, not through anyone else's, and not giving importance to anybody else, but giving importance to yourself. Okay, join my free Facebook group, or join if you want to level up. Here's the thing. Remember, in your world, everyone's yourself pushed out. Okay, so you'll constantly walk through life. Like if you're doubting a lot, it's just going to reflect back at you. I mean, not all the time, but in certain places. So I created my VIP monthly coaching group for that purpose. So you can have a place to go. It's an app, right? I have an app where you could go to that app, and it's a community of support. So that group will reflect your manifestation, and how you resonate with manifesting things, specific people, whatever it is, right? That group is support and motivation, getting you on your mental diet. When you start to get worried about what's happening out there, it's a good place to come to that app where you feel it's safe and secure, and it gets you back on target, where you need to be, who you are. So instead of, getting back and forth, because the reason you're back and forth is you gave too much importance to the outside 3D reality. Okay. You could give up importance a little bit to the reality, like when you're in a group like that, give importance to that group. Like, this is helping me. This is getting me there, right? Keeping you on your, on the path, really on the path. What should I do if I was Sabbath state, but now I'm scared and I have negative thoughts? Well, you're allowed to have negative thoughts. Remember, you're shifting states all the time. Every millisecond of the day is every present moment. It's like now is a new present moment. So we're always shifting in and out of states. I'm also shifting sometimes into a state of doubt. But here's what you do. This is the power. Shift back into the knowing you're the creator. That's your power. Okay? It's okay. We kind of, we might feel in a little state of lack, but just get yourself, okay, you felt a little lack. But when you remember that you're the creator, you're the operant power, you step back into that power and say, no, I am abundance. I am wealthy. I am wealth. I'm wealth. I was born wealth. I was born love, right? Those are the kind of things that you could come to that place. Okay. So it doesn't matter if you kind of stepped out of that state. You shifted out of that state, just shift back into it. That's it. It's a simple shift. Okay, remember, all of this is like, you create a new habit it's creating new habits of where your focus and attention is on. It's also knowing that you're the creator. You're the creator, so all you have to do is recreate in this present moment right now. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter what happened 5 minutes ago or 1 minute ago. What matters is right now that you shift. So start to create a habit of always shifting to you are the creator, right? Create that habit of that knowing. Create a habit of your own mental diet. And you've got it. Am I playing guitar? Yeah, I got a guitar back there. I play a little guitar. But now my nails are longer, so I haven't played in a while, piano and guitar. I have my master's in music therapy. So I did play guitar for a long time. How did you get the cardinals to come up to you? Well, I just visualized it. So I do have a lot of interesting situations happen with wildlife. Like the other day, a squirrel was really coming right up to me. I was near the tree, right, walking my dog, but the squirrel was so close to me because I kind of played around. I'm like, oh, how about if I'm kind of like the Snow White when I walk, and then and then just animals from out in the world are coming up to me. So it could be that belief that I created. So, and I just imagined it. I didn't really affirm it over and over and over. I just said, yeah, I want to see a cardinal come right up to me. And it was a few days later. So those are just deliberate manifestations that help you keep reminding yourself that you're the operant power. You're creating everything. Emily is asking, do you have to do SATs to visualize? I create scenarios when I'm walking around. Will that work? Yeah, that works. Here, whatever you do works. You just decide and claim that works. Okay. So you just create scenarios when you're walking around. That's perfect. The goal is that you're putting your attention on that reality that you prefer. I was upset to spend New Year's Eve single. Next day at the gym, a celebrity asked me out for dinner. There you go. What a beautiful manifestation. Do you suggest not bringing up circumstances such as being introduced to SP family until SP does? Well, it all depends on what you want, right? Okay, so you can bring it up. Okay, let's say you bring up, you want to be like introduced to your SP's family. You can bring it up. You can either affirm, right, and create in your imagination that they're bringing it up. That's fine. You can do that and create that. It will manifest. But if you feel like you want to say something, you can say it. You're allowed to say anything. But just if you're worried and nervous about it, you know, it could be hot or cold depending on where you're coming from, right? From, you know, your beliefs about that topic. So all you need to do is, before you have that conversation in your mind, picture how the conversation goes. Like, you bring it up and you know that they're going to say, oh my God, I'd love you to meet my parents. My family would love you. That's what you want to imagine that they're saying. If you're going to bring it up, practice it before bringing it up so it goes smoothly like you want it to go. Okay, so you can bring up those kind of circumstances, absolutely. It's just, you want it to be the preferred outcome, practice the preferred outcome. Don't practice the worry, the doubt, the fear. Oh no, what if his family doesn't like me? What if they, you know, whatever, what if they think, what will they think? Those are all things that, you know, that will manifest. So instead, picture how you want it. You play it out like you want it to, just like this is like acting. You're just playing it in your mind before it happens in the world. Alina, how can I fight with 3D when it shows what I don't want? How can you fight with it? Well, we're not fighting with the 3D, but you want the 3D to conform. Okay, if things show up that you don't want, how do you get what you do want to conform? You have to basically give no importance and attention to what you don't want. You don't give importance and attention. Or you might hear people say, ignore the circumstance, right? Ignore it. It's not a big deal. You just don't give it importance to it. And you shift your attention to how you do want it. Not that you're fighting with 3D. The 3D is an extension of you. Don't fight with 3D. The path of least resistance, okay? Imagine it in your mind. Your creative power is your imagination, and that's what creates your reality. Your imagination is your awareness, your consciousness, and it's infinite. How about existing relationship to keep your dreams way? I don't understand the question. So if you have an existing relationship, however you want it to look, just affirm, like basically in your mind, you're contemplating and painting the picture of how you want it to be. Don't spend time focusing on how you don't want it to be. If you're fighting all the time, you're like, oh, I hate how we fight all the time. And then you just keep creating that kind of reality where you're fighting all the time. If you want a relationship that's harmonious, easy to talk to, feels really good, it's really a great experience, is really loving and kind, that's what you focus on. You focus on that, right? Whatever you put your focus on, your attention on, that's what's growing, that's what's outpictured in your reality. And it's coming from within you out to the world. Honey Sweetly, how do you stop thinking about your significant other cheating on you? Well, you can, do you want to replace that story? You can revise it. Do you want to revise it? You know, go back and revise that situation and replace it with a better memory. If you understand reality creation, I mean, you know, when it comes to cheating, it's your choice. Like you can create whatever you want it to be. That situation happened because of you, right? Do you understand that? Because everything in your world is a reflection of you, and you selected that reality unconsciously, obviously, right? Unconsciously selected that. So you could also create beliefs like, significant other, like you forgive them, they're, they have stepped up, they have completely asked for forgiveness, so you want to picture a new version of them who said, you know what, I can't live without you. I don't know why I did that. So that could be kind of like the imaginal scene that you're creating. Kind of depends on like, what do you want? Like what feels good to you, right? You could revise it that it never happened. Like that is absolutely possible. That reality exists too. Euphoric melody. Okay, you live in Dubai. Okay, and your friend manifested to move here and find a rich husband, and she did. Love it. Boom. Okay, cool. Oh, Sarah, you feel like giving up? All right, well, it's okay to feel like giving up, but just let that pass. Just let it pass. Like, don't resist it, because when we resist, it keeps it in place. So just feel it. Like, I feel like giving up. It's okay that I feel like giving up. You know what? We could have those days. I just feel like giving up. But you want to you don't want to dwell in that. You don't want to become that. You don't want that to be your reality, right? You want to be, doesn't it feel good to be, like, you are empowered to be anything you want to be. And you, like, just being here, I feel like it's incredible, because you understand at some level you have way more power than you ever even realized. Okay, so maybe what do you feel like giving up on this particular desire, specific person or whatever, just shift your focus and attention to yourself. Okay, and just say, you know what, maybe it's okay if I feel like I'm giving up on you're giving up on the desire, but don't give up on yourself, and just start to think, life will get better. I believe in myself. I can do, like, what other things can you focus on about yourself? Because if you focus on yourself and you're in a better feeling place, you're going to manifest really good things in your life too. And that specific desire can come right into your life too. So just focus, shift your focus to something that feels better. Okay. Chloe, I was doing so well affirming for ages, but today I reacted to the 3D and stopped. So what? Here's the thing. Don't worry. So, okay, you're affirming to practice that reality. But if you did something on the 3D, don't get all worked up about it. And just tell yourself, so what? I looked at that. Okay, because that's going to feel really easy and light and resistant free, right? But if you are like, oh no, what's wrong? And now you're worried about their manifestation, you don't want to be there. You want to be at the place where you're like, you're allowed to do whatever you want to do. By the way, who cares if you did that? You did it, but right now, in the now moment, creates the future. So you could still create, boom, this manifestation happens tonight. Do you understand? That's how powerful you are. It's just about stepping back into knowing that. So doesn't matter if we manifested what we don't want. Like, I'm not even worried about that anymore. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Get to that place where it's like, it's not a big deal. Because why is it not a big deal? Because you're so powerful. You can change whatever, you can manifest whatever you want in the present moment. You have that power to do that. So decide you're already back, instead of like, I tried to get back. No, just say, I'm back. Okay? So detach a little bit from the 3D. Well, actually, it's like detach from your emotion to this desire. Detach from the emotion that you have for that desire. Because the reason you have that, you feel attached to the desire, is because you think you don't have it. It's already yours. Here's where you want to be. This is going to be, maybe this is the last, I got to get going. But this is really powerful. Okay. You are the cause of your reality. There's nothing to fear. There's nothing to really worry about, because you're the creator. So if you're the cause and the world is the effect, that's why there's nothing to feel worried about. That's why you want to start connecting with that version of you who knows that you are the creator, that you're the operant power. That's the version you want to step into. Step into knowing you're unlimited. Step into knowing all possibilities exist. Step into knowing you're here for love in abundance, and prosperity and wealth and health and well-being and all of those things, right? Okay, so step into knowing that. Don't identify so much with the 3D personality. I mean, we can, because we're here, right, in the 3D. And we're experiencing through this body. You're experiencing life through the body, but you're creating through your imagination. So all of your life, it felt like the world out there was the cause, and then you're just kind of walking through, but it's not true. The truth is you're the cause of all of it in your reality. And when you understand that, there's nothing to worry about. There truly is nothing to worry about. Okay? So you guys are so powerful. If you do want additional help, I have my VIP group. Today I went live with a workshop about revision. All of those workshops are saved, and if you want to go back and check those out, I do have the free Facebook group. If you need a new manifesting journal, I have the one that I created. It's on Amazon, and it's the links in my bio. Everything I write in this journal becomes true. So I created that because that's the experience that I had as I was scripting. It was all becoming true. It's really powerful to script. So, and what else? Well, I have one-on-one coaching if you need additional help. But I am going live in my VIP group like 5 days a week. 5 days a week. I do a Q&A every Saturday. I do an affirmation rampage on Fridays. And then I have other topics during the week. So join my group if you need to level up and you want that support and that motivation. You can message me there as well. Have a wonderful afternoon and step into your power. Bye.